I'm walking to the house of Humberto Fernandez, the Don of Real de Catorce. He lives slightly outside of town in this hacienda on the right. Humberto, when and why did you decide to rebuild Real de Catorce?
Well, I never had a an, a, a idea that I was going to be rebuilding. I just bought this house that I like it. It was the town was abandoned, nobody would care about it. And I like this house, and I bought it, and I started fixing it up. And there's these friends from Switzerland, these artists, these painters, asked me why don't I start a little hotel because there's nothing here to being offered, to stay. So I started rebuilding. Then I continued, and then I got in love with that trade. And then I bought some other buildings, and I started building. I went building for at least 50, 45 years.
But isn't it true that even though you were born here, you actually found out about Real de Catorce from?
Yes, yes. I was practically born here, but I didn't know the meaning, the religious or the spiritual meaning of the place until I went abroad. I left home when I was 16, and bumping back and forth. I ended up in LA in the 65, and from there I spent 5 years, and I got involved in this radical movement against the war in Vietnam, and then we used to hang out in these free press bookstores. And one time I was there, and I went went into the esoteric section, and I grabbed this book. This wonderful anthropology work by Fernando Benitez, one of the best that he has done on the Huicholes. And then I found out where I was coming from by reading this book, and all the mystics. So when I came back, I came with the expectation of coming, having a contact or having a relation with the Huicholi Indians. And that's the reason that brought me up to Catorce, and although before I knew all the meaning, I used to bring my friends because I really like it. He just called me, those days there were no road, we used to make 3 or 4 hours from Matehuala to here, and I just love the place, and there was nothing here, nobody cared. The tunnel was almost impossible to go through, and finally, I dropped out from business. I started with my brothers when I came back from the States, and I came to Catorce. I started here. I got my first contact with a shaman, and then things just, I don't know, I didn't plan. I don't plan. I just let things happen, and then things start shining.
Most people consider you a success. What is the secret of your success, or how do you run your life so that you have been so successful?
Well, I believe that the plant, the seed that you plant, that's what you harvest. And if you are fair, if you are legal, if you spread love, everything comes. Everything, friends, money, and sometimes you don't know why I'm so privileged, why I have so much, why do I come, and I don't really struggle, or I've been offered chances of getting rich, in these projects and that. This is not my trip. I left that behind. I left a company with my brothers, that was making a lot of money, and they wanted to put me in the crazy house because I dropped out, and I came here, and there was nothing here, and there was nothing here. It was no tourist, nothing, and but yeah, the miracles have happened here to me. Like so many things that you won't believe. And like I never went to school. I didn't like school. I don't like schools. I made it to sixth grade, yes, because I didn't know what to do with me, and apparently they kicked me out, and but I have learned more just bombing around the world and with all my friends that I have learned so much. And so I just, it comes to me, I give away, and it's, some people, they get stuck in these feelings that they feel bad because you do more than them, and you walk faster than them, and instead of putting attention in that, they should try to walk faster or do more, But because we all can do it, and I hear people ask me, "Oh, how much you spend here?" I don't know. I don't. The numbers when I came here, I try to erase the numbers from my head the most possible, And I try to stay away from the system the most possible, If I can beat the system, that's fine.
So, I know, you and I drink tequila together, and when you take a shot of mezcal or tequila, you take a little in your fingers and you do a little
Blessing.
Movement with it, a little blessing. So, are you a religious man or what?
It depends what you call religion. Religion could be a faith to me. To have faith on something. I have faith on our Mother Earth, Pachamama. So when I have a drink, it's a special occasion, it's a special occasion. It's sometimes I don't drink by myself, I drink with my friends when I go to leave offerings to the spirits, and I talk to them, and when I do that, I give thanks to Mother Earth and what we call the 4 points, and that's the universe. That's to give thanks for all we have, so much that we have, so much that still is being given to us, and it's the last thing you can do. I used to remember the connection that I have with Mother Earth. That's my religion.
And well, that leads me to, and thank you so much for talking with me today, and especially in your second language. But what is your view of the future of the world and where mankind is going, or do you even think about it?
That's so. Well, the way I see it, of course,
Are we going downhill, uphill, sideways?
We could be going up, We could be going up, but and there's certain percentage. There's certain percentage that actually are wondering where are they taking us? Where are we going? And then they start saying, oh, wait a minute, there must be something more than that than just going to punch your car every day, and go to work every day, and then you're like a robot and that. And there's a lot of people. There's fortunately, unfortunately, most of the people is being sucked in by the media, and they don't, like I say, they don't even think anymore. They don't know where they're going. They just there's somebody tells them, go here, buy this, and that's what they do, and they don't stop. They don't have a chance to stop and think, well, wait a minute, who I am, where I'm going, what are they doing with me, where are they feeling me, where are they this such of an awareness in the crowd. Like I say, it's a small percentage, and that's the big hope right now. That's in the intellectual level, people start waking up and telling, all these big corporations trying to mold the humanity, how they want them to be, how they all want to react, all the same, where, how they destroying our surroundings, how they trying to monopolize the water, everything, next they're going to the air, maybe they're going to charge us to breathe, and what's the freedom? When you don't obey these rules, you are out of the game. Either they put you aside, they put you in jail or something, but they don't consider you are normal, because you're not a robot. You don't follow the lines they had traced, for you to follow, and the humanity right now is in a big process. Like I say, we are all in a way, you see all the young people, and I believe that more than 50% of humanity are now, they are hooked in the electronics.
So in one sentence, what would your advice be to the young people today?
I think one of the very important thing is when they stop consumption, material consumption. From there, they will give them time to think and to see different, and not just be looking for the next model or the next year car, how it's going to be, or that. No, your next year, your next day, how it's going to be your next day.
A few hours later, I would join Don Humberto for New Year's Eve at Amore Paz, a nightclub run by his daughters in one of his hotels. And the new year was brought in style and grace.